Hey everyone, so this is my first war video, first war of season 37. So for this war, I have Nick Fury, Human Torch, and Red Hulk. Fury's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting, so I'm on path 8 to start. I have a Mr. Negative here on this first node, Rich Gets Richer, and Feats of Power. It's a pretty easy Fury fight. My Nick Fury is rank 4, Sig 200. So, not trying to do anything too crazy, just parry and then light ending 5 combos to get the long bleed on. This is the Rich Get Richer Fury node, so whoever has more buffs gets a passive Fury. The cool thing about Mr. Negative is he will, when he dashes back, just get rid of all of his buffs and turns it into light energy. But he's a cool champion to play. He's not a particularly difficult champion to fight. So he kind of went down real easy with Fury. Next is Node 17, a Scorpion. Same basic idea on this node is just kind of bleed him down with Fury. This one has personal space Fury, so closer you are, the more Fury buff Scorpion's going to get. But as you can see, I'm kind of melting him down pretty quickly here. Back off just to try to manage his Furies. Scorpion can, as you can see here, evade, so he can be a little annoying. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Worst thing it's going to do is just cost me a couple health potions. I don't want to throw any specials here because of Scorpion's Sting, so I have 3 poisons on me. So if I throw a special, it's going to hurt a little bit. And frankly, my bleeds are doing enough. Here is a really good, very strong missed parry. But like I said, I mean, I'm not really in any danger of losing this fight. I also, fun fact, am horrible at evading Scorpion Special 1. Didn't stop me from trying it there. Got hit by it. But like you can see, I mean, Fury is just so good for a lot of this map. Conduit defenders, non-conduit defenders, doesn't really matter. Next fight is, this is Mordo on the new node 23. So this has the root debuff and power focus too. So Mordo's going to be gaining a lot of power here. It also has bubble shield, so just something to keep in mind. This is going to be a long fight. Fury is very good for conduit defenders because he doesn't really have to knock them down. So if I can do like I did right there and just kind of time Fury's combo to when Mordo's about to get his power gain, I don't really have to worry about it. But here, like you can see, I knock him down, put a shock debuff on him, so now he's going to start regenning. And you can really see Mordo, I'm not doing really any damage at this point. So this is where, I mean, he's being a little loose with the special ones, which is nice. I did pop an invuln at the start of the fight, so this is where I just kind of said, you know what, fine. His special 3 doesn't really do too much anyway. Let me just kind of see what happens. The issue here is with the root debuff, I just kind of have to stand there. But, I mean, I have 3 Mordo special ones that I can tank. I'm still on LMD mode, so, I mean, I'm not really worried about taking a whole bunch of special 3s if that's what it takes. But I figured it was better to do that, just kind of hit his block here, then try to keep knocking him down while he's super passive holding heavy. Like you can see, though, that plan went out the window to a certain extent because I just got hit while rooted and I lost my last 2 buffs. I don't know why I threw a heavy there. That was really stupid. Didn't really do anything, but I mean, now we're going to see just how much a special 3 can do to Nick Fury from Mordo. And like you said, it just kind of tickles a little bit. He does get 2 regens, which is a little annoying, and then I'm rooted. So I throw a special 3 here just to kind of stop him from punching me in the face. A special 3 does not count as a knockdown, so it's always safe to throw on conduit. As you can see, I hit him with special 3. He did not get a conduit debuff. I did kind of mismanage bubble shield a little bit, so he did go unblockable, hit me. But like I said, I mean, rank 4 Fury is an absolute tank. It takes a lot for him to die. So at this point, the fight's pretty well in hand. It's just a matter of kind of finishing him off the last couple lights, and then the special 2 just because it was the kill shot, and that was that. So like I said, I was on path 8 to start. In Section 1, I'm now moving on to Path 2 in Section 2. Only 1 fight on this one. It was a Void. And again, we're going to see Nick Fury. So I popped a combat regen here just to kind of help a little bit. Power Start 1's always kind of a little bit better on this path because of the strike counter. But Fury has a very, because he's multi-hit heavy, I was not worried about strike counter, and you'll see why. So strike counter, I like to do medium, medium, then medium and 4 light, and then a heavy. But here you can see now I can heavy into the special one, and that way that'll reset the strike counter, because it's when you finish the heavy attack that it actually takes away the strike, not when you start it. So this node has the Do Not Disturb, which is when you dash back twice, you get a Disorient debuff, which is obviously annoying with Void. Void was being real stingy with his specials, so this is where I just kind of went YOLO and said I don't really care, because I know a Void special 3 is not going to kill me, if for no other reason than if it does somehow break my LMD, I still have real Nick left. So I was not worried here tanking the special 3. Just kind of, we got to see Sentry show up for a fight, so that was kind of nice. And then back to just Fury, just, bleeding him out, melting him out. I mean, the big thing is just, you want to manage the strike counter so he doesn't get too many block penetrations. Throw your specials when you get them. So here, I got the stun, which was nice because that basically allowed me to finish the fight off, and that was that. So that's going to be it for Nick Fury. I have 2 fights remaining this war, and they are both mini bosses. So this next one is that red Magneto that you see. So I'm going to use Human Torch here with a Flame On. So Torch with Flame On is a very viable Conduit counter. The thing with Conduit that makes it a little annoying is when they have a debuff, like an Incinerate debuff or one of those energy debuffs. That's what makes them get into their just total regen mode. Well, the great thing about Nova Flames is they don't count as a debuff. So they are a passive. They don't trigger Conduit healing. Now, he is healing like 60% of every one of my basic attacks, but the thing about Torch is his basic attacks are very far down his list of actual damage dealing, so it's really the Nova Flames and the Power Stings when you have Flame On. So I'm just going medium, light, medium to try to maximize those. This Torch is really good for this node because, as you can see, I got a falter on me, but my temperature was high enough that it didn't matter. I couldn't miss. And this node also has power. It's either power reserve or power efficiency. Either way, he throws more specials, and that means he dies quicker. So real easy work with Torch. Nothing too crazy. Now this next fight, for whatever reason, the recording, I guess I turned it off. So I tried to reenact it as best I could. So, random heavies in war, that's kind of what the AI does every once in a while. So I used Rolk, I popped an invuln, I took off Dex, and the dragon I got was just super passive. He just kind of sat there. He threw 1 special 1, he would not throw a special 2. He ended up throwing multiple special 3s. And, I saved up my special 3, so I think on the second one I was able to throw my special 3 to get spacing, so, it wasn't as big of a deal. But he's real tough to play when he's like that, and I didn't end up dying when he had like 25%. So I did have 6 fights this war, died once, so that does get my streak back to 0, which that's always fun. But we did win the war, so that's really what matters. But thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon.